Ever wondered how the economic pie is distributed among workers? That's what labor share is all about. It's the slice of the national income that's handed to workers in return for their elbow grease and expertise. This isn't just about dollars and cents, but about recognizing the value and contributions of the workforce to the economic machinery. Now let's sprinkle in some context. Unions, these tireless advocates for the rights and well-being of workers, have often been the target of smear campaigns by the powers that be. These campaigns paint a distorted picture of unions, often portraying them as disruptive or unnecessary. But today we're here to set the record straight and reveal why unions are essential. So, to wrap it up, labor share is the portion of national income that workers receive for their contributions to the economy. It's a crucial part of understanding the dynamics that shape the well-being of the working class. Now let's delve into union density. This term might sound complex, but it simply refers to the percentage of workers who are members of labor unions. Unions are a vital force in our economy, advocating for workers' rights, negotiating better wages, and striving for improved working conditions. But why is it important to scrutinize the relationship between labor share and union density? Well, it's all about understanding the mechanisms that shape the well-being of the working class. When we look at these two concepts side by side, we are essentially exploring the dynamics of wealth distribution among workers and how much of the economic pie they are getting. You see, understanding union density helps us appreciate the role unions play in ensuring workers are compensated fairly for their contributions. This understanding is key to fostering a more equitable society. So in short, union density refers to the percentage of workers who are members of labor unions, a crucial force in advocating for workers' rights. Research has consistently shown a fascinating correlation between labor share and union density. In the complex tapestry of economics, these two threads intertwine, revealing a pattern that directly impacts the lives of workers. Let's delve deeper into this. Union density, as we've established, refers to the percentage of workers who are members of labor unions. Unions, in their essence, are organizations that advocate for better wages, improved working conditions, and the overall well-being of workers. They are the collective voice that echoes across conference rooms, demanding a fair share of the economic pie for the workforce. Now, onto labor share. This is the portion of national income that is awarded to workers for their contributions to the production process. It's a slice of the economy's output, given as a reward for the labor provided. So where does the correlation come in? Well, it's rather straightforward. When union density is high, labor share tends to be higher as well. This correlation stems from the role that unions play. By advocating for better wages and benefits, unions ensure that a larger portion of the economic output is directed towards the workers. They negotiate, they demand, they amplify the voices of the workforce, and in doing so, they influence the size of the labor share. But let's not just take it at face value. Numerous studies have validated this correlation. Countries with strong union density, like those in Scandinavia, have been shown to have a higher labor share. In these countries, the workers receive a larger portion of the national income, thanks to the collective bargaining power of their unions. In essence, higher union density often leads to a higher labor share. It's a testament to the power of collective action, the strength of unity, and the role of unions in advocating for the workforce. Unions ensure that a fairer portion of the economic output goes to the workers, hence the correlation with labor share. Countries with strong labor movements provide real-world examples of this correlation. Let's take a journey to Scandinavia, a region known for its robust labor unions and high union density. The Scandinavian countries, Denmark, Sweden, and Norway, have a different story to tell when it comes to labor share and union density. In these countries, a significant proportion of workers are members of labor unions. This high union density has been instrumental in negotiating better wages and benefits for workers. As a result, the labor share in these countries is notably high compared to global standards. This means that a more substantial chunk of the national income is going to the workers, rewarding them for their contributions to the economy. But it's not just about the money. High union density has also resulted in improved working conditions, more secure employment, and a stronger social safety net. All these factors contribute to a more balanced distribution of wealth and a better quality of life for workers. This Scandinavian example shines a light on how increased union density can lead to a higher labor share. However, it's important to note that this is not an automatic process. It requires active engagement from workers and a supportive legal environment that respects and protects the rights of unions. The Scandinavian experience is not an isolated phenomenon. Other countries with strong labor movements, such as Germany and Canada, have also witnessed a similar correlation. These countries serve as a testament to the power of unions in shaping a more equitable distribution of economic rewards. So, what can we learn from these real-world examples? They demonstrate that when workers join together in unions, they can negotiate for a fairer share of the economic pie. They highlight the importance of unions in advancing the rights and well-being of workers. In countries with strong unions, workers often receive a more significant share of the economic rewards. These examples serve as a powerful reminder of the potential of union density to influence labor share positively, ultimately creating a more just and equitable society. This connection between labor share and union density has real effects on the lives of workers. It's not just some abstract economic theory, it's a reality that affects the day-to-day well-being of the working class. Let's delve into the tangible benefits that come with union membership. Unions are the backbone of the working class, a collective force that fights for the rights of workers. They negotiate for reasonable wages, ensuring that workers receive a fair share of the profits they help to generate. Without unions, workers might be left to the mercy of their employers, who could potentially exploit them by paying low wages. But it's not just about wages. Unions also advocate for reasonable working hours, ensuring that workers have enough time for rest, recreation, and personal growth. Too often workers are pushed to their limits, working long hours to the detriment of their physical and mental health. Unions help to keep this in check, promoting a more balanced work-life scenario. And let's not forget the improved benefits. Health insurance, retirement plans, paid vacations, these are all things that unions fight for on behalf of their members. They understand that workers are not machines. They are human beings with needs and aspirations. Unions work to ensure that these needs are met, contributing to the overall well-being of the working class. So you see, the correlation between labor share and union density is more than just a statistic. It's a reflection of the power of collective bargaining, the strength of unity in the face of adversity. It's about workers standing together, refusing to be silenced, demanding their fair share of the economic pie. By standing together in unions, workers can ensure their voices are heard and respected. They can fight for their rights, challenge unfair practices, and contribute to a more equitable society. Because at the end of the day, the well-being of the working class is the well-being of society as a whole. Let's debunk the smear campaigns waged against unions. The elite, often in positions of power and influence, have historically sought to undermine the credibility of unions, painting them as disruptive, unnecessary, or even detrimental to economic growth. Common tactics include labeling unions as job killers or obstacles to progress. However, these narratives are usually far from the truth. The reality is that unions have consistently played a pivotal role in advocating for workers' rights, negotiating better wages, and pushing for improvements in working conditions. They act as a collective voice for workers, enabling them to negotiate from a position of strength. This collective power can lead to enhanced job security, better working conditions, and improved wages. So, why the smear campaigns? Well, it's a tactic used to maintain the status quo, to preserve the balance of power in favor of the elite. By discrediting unions, they seek to prevent workers from organizing and advocating for their rights, thus keeping the economic pie disproportionately skewed in their favor. Yet research and historical evidence consistently debunk these claims. For instance, in countries with strong labor movements, such as those in Scandinavia, high union density has been associated with a more equitable distribution of income. Workers in these countries often enjoy a larger share of the economic rewards, debunking the myth that unions are job killers. Unions are not the enemy. They are a crucial force for worker rights and a more equitable society. They strive to ensure that the fruits of economic growth are not hoarded by a select few, but instead are distributed more equitably among the workforce. So as we continue to explore the connection between labor share and union density, let's remember the essential role that unions play in fostering a more balanced society. They are not obstacles to progress, but catalysts for a fairer, more equitable world. Unions are not the enemy. They are a crucial force for worker rights and a more equitable society. Remember to stand strong and stay united.